Now offered at the Great Race Place. $3 late pick 3 featuring the last 3 races. $5 late double on the last 2 races. Both with a player-friendly 15% takeout. Every race day at Santa Anita Park.
In the roar, we hit record and the vibes go warm. One says deep thoughts, the other says no. Now we're arguing if cats can and low. We spill the tea, we spill the wine. Have the stories it goes in half a mind. We laugh, we cry, we overshare too long. Podcast every now, just double the crutch. Double trouble live, with twice the mess. Double trouble live, no stress. At you for the thrill. Oh yeah, Double Trouble Live.
Free square on the bingo card. Mike, was you muted from the rip? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Double Trouble Live. What a great Sunday. It was a great day of racing yesterday at Santa Anita Park. DTL Crew, we welcome you. We salute you. I'm Frank Scattoni, and I am joined by the star of the show. I am just his mere humble sidekick, Ciaran Thornton. I think you're muted, pal.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not in the studio, so I forgot I have to do that myself sometimes. How you doing? I mean, Justice, sorry.
You asked me how I'm doing? Who are you?
Yeah, I know. I'm still
how I'm doing? You've never cared.
I know.
How I'm doing.
That's true. I'm on cloud 9 after the win yesterday, so I'll be back to reality tomorrow.
Well, are you able to speak about it, or do I have to tell everybody what happened? Because you look a little bit over the moon, man. What a day you had yesterday.
No one listens. No one listens, and all the experts out there who don't do their research. And I was just telling, like, some people he was flat.
I knew.
Well, I watched a certain show, and I heard a bunch of people go, "It's hard for me to bet a horse that is 0 for 5 at the distance," and I'm like, "You clowns." Do you know 4 of those 5 were the Breeders' Cup turf?
Yeah, we did.
where we ran 4.
One of them wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. And each time we were the best American horse. And I told you guys, it's the ride. If he's not on the inside covered up, he doesn't fire. He's just out for an exercise run. And got covered up and proved everyone wrong. And actually, Billy mentioned to all of us today, I guess Gold... more rarefied air for Gold Phoenix. He became only the 3rd horse in history, if you can believe this, Frank.
Wow.
To win a graded stakes race 5 years in a row. The other 2 horses, John Henry, you might have known that horse, and Forgo, 2 monsters.
Hall of Famers.
So, Hall of Fame horse. Yep.
I mean, if you don't have a good case on that alone, you also have the Del Mar Handicap coming up. Might be the first horse in history who I think ever win a graded stakes 5 times in a row. But anyway, look, I'm the first to admit when I'm wrong. It's not that I didn't like Gold Phoenix. I just wanted him to prove it to me at 7-5. And turns out he went off at 3-1. He went off at a very good price. And at the end of the day, he should have been 2-5 because he absolutely destroyed that field. Like the margin of victory might not look like a lot, but
no, that was a lot. That was easy. It looked
easy. I mean, God.
And it was steaming hot up there. And then this morning, the usual MO doesn't look like he had a race. So, like I said, 8-year-old. No, he's a 5-year-old. He doesn't know he's 8. He thinks he's 5 or 6. So it's going to be a good year.
You know what, Ciaran? You couldn't say it enough on the show. And you're right. A lot of people do not pay attention to you. That's why I did this little montage for the logo of the show today. It's going to block our faces, but I just want to explain the nuance involved because, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I thought it was actually pretty clever. So I'm going to put that up there. So that's Ciaran on the right. He struck gold with Gold Phoenix. Look at him. He's got a whole pile. We're all there together with him. Well, guess who's missing out? Look at me to the left. I got my back turned on Ciaran. I don't want to hear him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to listen to him. It's full of nonsense. I'm ignoring him. And then, of course, Mark Gelding, the guy does, 10 minutes of manual labor and he's passed out drunk. So that's the point. The DTL Star strikes gold. So congratulations, man. That was just awesome. And you know what? I will be perfectly happy eating humble pie and taking the defeat there because, how good is he for the sport? What a great story, Gold Phoenix.
And what's crazy is he still gets no respect. You know what I mean? Every time, the usual. He didn't run.
Part of that is when he's the favorite, he loses. So then people get off him, and then he wins at a good price. It's hard to figure out for me anyway.
Well, the thing is, you hear me talk about it a lot, and when I blame rides on jockeys, because I see it firsthand, and you can't discount a horse because of the rides. Go back. If you want to just see what I talk about, just go back and look at all the races that Gold Phoenix has lost, and it's usually, you'll look at this, and a tip, I was talking to someone yesterday, too. I was like, if you're ever doing your handicapping and you see a horse that's raced in Ireland, especially the fillies, but the male horses as well, when they come out to the States and they don't do well, when they've had a race or two here, always look at the race replays and see if they've been covered up. The Irish horses, especially the fillies, love to be covered up. And that's something you could add to your, handicapping thing when you're looking at race replays, when you see if one of those European invaders misfired. Was the horse covered up? And that might be an excuse, and it might help you find a really good price, going forward. Just a little tip there that we saw on Gold Phoenix. Got covered up, came with the monster run.
Were you saying something? I was ignoring you again, like I did yesterday. All right, well, let's get down to business. Look, Ciaran, the international superstar, he was up at the races yesterday. He's at the San Diego Football Club soccer game today. So if it gets a little noisy, it gets a little noisy. Oh, look at that.
It's not a bad view, huh?
Not a bad view. Oh, what a beautiful night, too.
This is Matt Soria, Director of Operations, San Diego State Basketball.
Nice.
Selection committee.
Beautiful.
San Diego State should have been in, but they're all on vacation this year. With these garbage teams from the Big Ten and SEC, come on, really? Do we want to see the number 10 seed from the power leagues choking out in the first and second rounds? Come on. Anyway,
all right.
Let's get down to business, Frank.
Yeah, let's get down to business. All right. The Ciaran fan appreciation portion of the show is now over. Now we're going to get to the Ciaran, give us another winner 2 days in a row, sweep all the low takeout wagers today. I personally thought that every race in the sequences were extremely difficult, but I'm very curious to see. It looks like here in the all-turf, you kind of agree with me in this first leg because you're using everyone and their brother.
Yes.
These are fillies, so sister.
And it's one of those races, the favorite wins 24% only. And from 37 races, Frank, a horse 5-1 plus has won 18 times. So historically, this race has chaos written all over it. And when you look at the horses we have in here, I kind of put OK Rose in top spot, and that was before Barrios rode for, really well yesterday. And to the point, on Friday, a lot of the guys are saying Barrios cold, he sucks, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of made him.
No one said he sucks. He says that's all.
But my argument was he wasn't kind of getting the mounts, and he was getting a lot of dirt rides, and he's really great on turf.
Yeah,
he's not been riding as much, and he's on the 3 here for Erton. 0 for 6, top last race speed, and this is a big jockey upgrade, and that's why I put that one in first. But I needed a price that wasn't crazy, so my second choice was the number 6 here, another jockey upgrade, and the horse faded, and it was like a rocket down the hill last out, second off the layoff. I thought this spot looks really, really good for this horse, and then after that, I just had the spread around.
I'm with you. A little bit different, though. I'm going to put mine up now because I was very similar. I used almost all the same horses as you. I'm spread. But my 8 horses are the 2, the 11, and the 6. You mentioned the Miotti horse. Which horse? Number 6, Bessie Coleman. I'm with you. I mean, I think that horse is sitting on a peak effort. I just happen to like Apple Pie a little bit better because I liked the horse last time. I thought the horse ran deceptively well and should be fit off that and draws better from an inside post. But my A's are 2, 11, 6. But if you look at my B ticket, I'm 3, 8, 10. So I also have your 3. And then I have 2 others because I thought I really wanted to get out of this leg alive, and I felt like I needed to be spready here in order to do it. I didn't think the next leg was easier either. The middle leg.
I mean, if I was home right now, I might have done another saber bet. Hey, so Frank, yesterday, Jessica showed up with the new baby, Gracie.
No way.
And so I got to talk to her, when we were drinking some champagne. And
boy or girl?
My girl.
And what's the name?
Gracie.
Oh, it's beautiful. All right, nice.
But you know how your theory was Ricky's going to be a toss because he's going to be up all night?
Yeah, changing diapers and feeding babies.
No. So from talking to Jessica, their newborn is just like my newborn Kira was when she was born. Sleeps all night long. An angel, as they say, the trap baby.
Well, we know she didn't get that from the sire side. That's got to be the dam side shining through. Because what do they say? Clash comes through on the mom side, the dam side. So that doesn't surprise me. And
so what that means is your theory about tossing Ricky is out the window. Bet him. He's getting sleep at night,
Yeah, Ciaran and I were joking a while ago about ride Ricky before the baby's born because, he's got to make money. I mean, babies are very expensive, new clothes, new shoes, everything. And I said, that's great, but give it a couple of weeks. And once that sleep deprivation kicks in because the baby's crying all night and they're up all hours, toss them. But that's good inside info. That's why we do the Double Trouble live show.
And speaking of Ricky, I do have a very, very strong single in this sequence, and that is in the last leg. So
let's talk about the middle leg first, if you don't mind.
Okay. All right.
Because you're 9-1, and let me just throw up mine real quick because I had a hard time with this race as well. I'm 9-5-8, so we both have the 9 as our top choice actually, and I'm 9-5-8 on both. But I think on my late pick 3, I spread a little more. But in the all turf, I'm just 9-5-8, and you're what 9? What did I say? 9-1.
Yeah, I think the 8 scratched. Correct.
In the middle leg, race 7?
Oh, did it? I don't know. I know I saw a scratch somewhere.
I don't think so. I mean, I was like up doing all kind of like a lot of scratches I had changed, but that wasn't one of them.
Okay. I went 9-8-1. I mean, how do I not use Irish Rebel, as on a backup ticket? I
told Terry yesterday, Kieran's going to be Irish Rebel and our Danny Boy. I mean, if that isn't the Ciaran Thornton exacta right there.
But if you told me I was only allowed to bet one horse in this race, it would be the 9, Maximum, the Ricky Perglat second career race. I thought the 7-2 morning line was crazy, even in this tough race. And I said it'll be a strong favorite, I think, and a possible single candidate on a ticket is how I approached it.
Okay. Well, Ciaran, did you say you liked the 8 but thought the 8 was scratched? Because the 8 is not scratched. Do you want me to
maybe I was.
there?
Yes.
Do you want me to put the 8 in?
Correct.
Okay, let me add the 8. While I'm adding the 8, why don't you talk about your strong single on the last, because I want to make sure people have the ticket that you want up there.
That number 2, Magos McGee. Ricky's riding for Papa, ran second last out, going 6.5. I thought this distance today would be perfect. And again, I put very, very strong single candidate. And that's,
I
you know
like
what I
that horse
usually.
a lot too. Yeah.
And then my secondary choice was the one that scratched, but I think you have the same sneaky one I had as well. If I was looking for a price in that race, it was the 7, Mike Smith for Hess, and he's already won on a long shot for Hess, first time routing, and
Wow.
this horse was trained by sheriffs recently, so Smith's riding. This is the reason I'd be, the sympathetic Smith's on. He's already hit for Hess, et cetera, et cetera.
I thought I was being the wise guy there, but you didn't use the horse in your all-turf. I assume you have the horse in your double and your late pick 3. So we'll
Correct,
get to that
yes.
when we get to that when we start talking about that. I'm not ignoring the comments, DTL Crew. We'll have plenty of time after race 5 because race 6 is kind of a dead race. I want to address everyone in the chat room, but we want to make sure everyone is prepared to put their all-turf bets in because, Ciaran's been on fire. That's 2 days in a row. You've swept every bet in the sequence, right? The all-turf, the late pick 3, and the late double. It was a little weird yesterday because of the 2 horses that were gate scratches because of the malfunction of the gate or whatever. So it was a little weird payoff-wise. But I'll tell you what, Friday was awesome, and it was all very, very logical horses. And you walked away hitting all of them and coming home with close to 1,000, right? You had a really good day Friday.
Yep. And then yesterday, and so we'll see what we can do today.
Yeah, right. You're only as good as the last winner you gave out, but you've given out a lot. So let me put my all-turf up. So I'm 958. I did not use Irish Rebel in there at all, but that's okay. Maybe I might have that horse on a backup ticket in the late pick 3. I'll have to see. So who is the 5? You didn't come up with this, Papa, running Spartan. Interesting.
Well, I did.
All over him.
Well, Edwin for Papa, second off the layoff, cuts back after fading last, but I just like the other ones more, and I was just going to take a stand. Simple as that.
Yeah, it sounds like you really have a strong opinion on the Mark Glatt horse, like the 9. If you were advising someone to single in the sequence, even from a value perspective, 7-2 is pretty good. I don't know if the horse will be 7-2. Maybe it's a full field and it's competitive, but we'll have to see.
And even the race stats, Frank, 40% of the winners of this race have been horses under 5-1. You get a bomb occasionally, but it's usually not a race to shop for crazy, if that makes sense.
Usually pretty formful. No, I understand. Sometimes a lot of the maiden special weights are pretty formful. The most expensive horses win. And then let's look. We already talked about your ticket. You have the 2 singled in the nightcap. I am with you. I think the 2 is the most likely winner. So on my B ticket, I have the 2 singled as well. But on my A ticket, I also threw in the 7. That's your wise guy horse, who you are using in your other wagers, but you're not using in your all-turf. And I know exactly why you did that, because I do that all the time. There are some horses that I will have later in the day that I don't have here. And the reason for that is we play these bets together. We handcuff them. So for people who may be joining us for the first time, I defer to you because this is your concept. So do you mind explaining to the audience what that means?
Well, for some people, it might be a little different when they're just going to bet the one bet, but we bet all 3. So I bet them kind of tied together. So I use my top convictions and maybe a couple of long shots, but then I know I can see the will pays and the probables, et cetera, when we get to that late, the last leg, and I can adjust with the double or step back. I don't need to do anything if I'm alive. So,
Ciaran, you make a great point. Right. If you're just rolling in and doing the late pick 3 and then that's it, then you can't do what we advise. But we know that these wagers have so much of a value that if you play them the way we play them and put them together, you can actually have so many tickets and so much coverage and actually be alive into the last leg on multiple tickets, and the payouts are still fantastic. And this is a perfect example because this happened a few times during the show for me. I ended up making money on horses that I didn't even like because Ciaran put me on a horse or the DTL crew put me on a horse. I could look at the probables. I could say, you know what? Why don't I play my A horses to this horse that I don't have? And I've won bets. Another good example was on Friday. Like, I didn't like the 6, the Gloria Haley horse at all. You used the 6. You didn't love the horse. You liked others better, but because of the way you structured your tickets, you used the 6. So you ended up hitting everything using a horse that you didn't even really like. It was just the way you structured the tickets, and you won money anyway.
Like, even my notes on that horse were, I don't see why this horse is the favorite, but I still used it just as well I did because it would have blown up all my tickets.
but that's exactly my point. We have the flexibility to do that because we're trying to be creative with our tickets, and we're not just playing one bet. We're playing them all. We're linking them all three together. So I don't know. Maybe there's a more eloquent way for me to explain that, or someone else to explain that. But I can't stress enough the value of these wagers and how player friendly they are. All right. Well, we have a little, now that we went through ours, we have a little time to see who people like in the chat. Charlie, if you don't mind, you did such a great job updating us on the post time so we didn't miss anything. I hate to put you to work, but if you're happening to have one eye on the TV and notice, just if you don't mind. But anyway, single in 7 at 20-1, also in the 9th. Awesome. Justin Wade, apple pie. Yeah, I like apple pie. I have apple pie as one of my A's here. So I don't know if you didn't see our picks and our plays, our suggested wagers are in the chat. Scroll up to the top of the live chat area, and we post everything right there in the chat room. I'm going to get to all. You got a lot of praise in the chat room. I'm going to get to that after the race, but I just wanted to show you a nice note from SC3 Pete, one of the regular DTL crew members. I want to see who people have and what they're live to. RDW, live in the early pick 5 to many. Yeah, he's spreading in here too. I mean, it's crazy how difficult that is. I haven't looked at the payouts, RDW, but regardless, good luck. You've been on fire, man. I'm not just saying that because he's one of us. He's been on fire, not just in Santa Anita, everywhere. So follow him on Twitter, giving out good suggestions. Also, yeah, this is your buddy from the summer. You and Mr. Guitar hit everything at Del Mar together.
Yeah, that was quite a streak down there.
Good to have you back, Mr. Guitar. Yeah, he mentions the 11. I didn't talk about the 11, but if you read my column on the Santa Anita website called The Matrix, The Matrix, you'll see that the 11 is also one of my A's. All right, and then it looks right here, Spotted Hate. You have anything on the 11? Did you use the 11? I think you did on your spready.
I did. I just said JJ for Mullins' first start since June. I mean, the post is probably going to be difficult, but you got JJ, and how do you not use a Mullins horse right now,
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the post is going to be difficult, but, JJ will have the horse underneath him to figure it out because, like you said, Mullins is just – I mean, the dude is absolutely lights out.
Speaking of that, so yesterday when we were interviewing Barrios after the race and he was describing what happened, he was like, yeah, once I tipped out, I just went, vamonos, and away we went.
Yeah, he had the horse covered up, and Truly Quality makes a move. First of all, Mondega makes an early move. Truly Quality wanted to keep Gold Phoenix boxed in, but at some point, he's like, they're going too slow. He made a move. Barrios was practically standing straight up in the irons. He had so much horse underneath him.
Oh, yeah.
Going at his own pace, on his own gallop. And I said to Terry, because Terry was rooting for Gold Phoenix. She never gave up faith. Halfway around the turn, I said, it looks like he's boxed in, but something will open up. He'll tip out, and when he tips out, forget it. It's over. I mean, he's going to win by a mile. And that was –
Yep.
So right here, this is a good point from Gatekeeper. When Barrios fires, he's better than JJ.
On turf.
Turf, yes. I think JJ's got him on dirt. But I'll tell you this. I mean, we talk about this all the time. This jockey colony is very, very good and very, very competitive. So there are no gimmies here. Even when you're on the favorite, you have some pretty good jockeys coming after you. And speaking of jockeys, I don't know if anybody heard the news, and it's very interesting. I mean, I'm super happy, and I hope he does great. But it's also a little, vexing and confusing or whatever, conflicting, I guess. P-Val was just licensed as a jockey in Arizona. So he's been, exercise riding, working. He's been trying to get his jockey license back, and he's been rejected several times by the CHRB, but he was approved by Arizona. The guy's 63 years old, which,
I was going to say, he doesn't look a day old. No, he actually looks like he's in his 50s, to be honest.
No, I know. There's the guy. He looks great, and believe me, and I know he's been working his butt off, but I just wish him the best. I hope he one of the best ever, but they're in the gate. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Top pick for Ciaran. The dude is seeing the ball. He's on fire. All Berrios had to do was ride a Ferrari in Gold Phoenix, and now he's got his confidence back.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
I mean, perfect trip. He's feeling it right now. You could tell, too, he had a – I didn't want to say I like yesterday, I mean, the previous race, too, Gold looked fantastic. And, that's why, our good friend Tom Quigley makes a business out of his paddock picks, seeing how the horses act and look. You could tell. Horse looked great.
But the funny thing is, right?
Oh.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
The funny thing is, when Quigley doesn't like the way Gold Phoenix looks, Gold Phoenix runs well.
Well, yesterday I told him it was okay for him to like our horse. It's a long-running joke where he dissed one of my horses a few years ago, and every time he dissed it, she won. So, but yesterday I was like, it's okay for you to like Gold Phoenix today, Tom. Collect the money.
Same with me. Whenever I don't bet one of your horses, the horse wins. So, you realize we do that on purpose, right? Because we don't want to jinx you. So, here, how about this?
This horse looks best. Quigley has spoken.
Well, you were up there hanging out in the loading room yesterday. You were hanging with Quigley and Leo and, all the guys. Was Radar Rob there?
No, he was not there this weekend. I even played in the tournament. I came 10th. I should have won it. One misstep in the tournament, I would have got my NHC seat yesterday, but the handicapping's there right now. I came back from Vegas with a vengeance. As I said, saw what I wanted to change in my handicapping, so made that adjustment.
See, I love Ciaran. I know how good of a handicapper is, how good of a handicapper that he is, and all of the great work he's done on this show. But he puts a little too much pressure on himself sometimes, and he got butthurt again because Chappie asked me back on the show instead of him. So this is how I motivated him. I made this little thing up, and now he's gonna punish me today because I got another video I want to show you. This is just a meme. Sidekick support group. Today's session. Being invisible has its advantages. I mean, look at that. It's a who's who. You got Robin from Batman and Robin. You got Art Garfunkel. You got Ed McMahon, Johnny Carson, Andy Richter from Conan O'Brien. I can't see who that is, but the guy from Wham's on the end. I mean, that's good company, man. Very good company in the Sidekick support group. How's it going?
Says the guy who's running the studio in the background while I travel around the world.
I got
handicapping. Yeah.
Well, you can't be the star of the show if you're, doing 18,000 other things, man.
No, it's called the talent is what it is. Just like we called it at Del Mar, the talent.
Well, that's what I said. I was talking to Terry about this last night. And I'm like, I can't tell if Ciaran's joking or if he really believes that he's the sidekick. I'm like, you could ask anyone who sees this show. Would anyone ever consider Ciaran the sidekick? It would never even cross my mind. So that's a you problem. That's not a DTL problem. But I'm the first to admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong about Gold Phoenix. Ciaran, my handicapping has been spot on in every race except for the pay leg. When it matters the most, I'm running second. I'm going through the same streak you went through at Franklin Park, and it's driving me nuts.
We all go through it. It's annoying. It's annoying when it happens, but, I mean, the one thing, I think when I had that blow-up, it's one thing we're just picking bad horses. It's another when you just have bad rides or your horse gets blocked or the saddle slips, or a stray horse runs into your horse kind of thing, and you're like, that's when you're like, I had the handicappings there, and I still can't get paid. It gets annoying.
You are 100% correct. I would rather pick a horse who just wasn't good and I was wrong than then be right and then have something go wrong or get unlucky or get beat on the line by another horse. That's very frustrating, and I'm going through that right now. So Ciaran is the reigning champ, but also Gold Phoenix. I always like to nag him and whatnot, but here I'm gonna man up.
This is for my fellow sidekicks everywhere. Who's the sidekick now, Frank? Who's the sidekick now, Frank? This is for my fellow sidekicks everywhere.
Pretty funny.
That was a humble pie eating contest. Humble pie.
So, a funny thing yesterday, too, you might have noticed Gold was racing at different silks yesterday. So, Billy tried to shake stuff up. He's like, you know what? I'm taking the little red feather silks off. We're going to put the agave silks on and see if that changes things. It actually looked really good on him. The silks look good with his gold coat. I mean, so I think that might be a new.
Here's the thing. I think he's going to stick with the silks until he runs a bad race. I mean, why would you take them off now, right?
Yep.
I mean, everyone put their ego aside. I mean, he ran. I didn't see what the speed figure came back with, and I don't really.
We got a 96, Frank.
That's pretty good, actually. I don't give a lot of credence in speed figures.
No, it was a 96, and he wasn't full out. You know what I mean? And that's 96 at a mile and a half. Come on.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's terrific, actually. I mean, he might have the best year ever if he stays in form like that. That's crazy. It's also as soon as he's been back with 2 races in a row, right? Usually a little more for him to come back.
Last year, that race yesterday, was his first one off the bench, and it was also, if you don't remember last year, you thought the rain was bad. Last year, the rain was horrible with canceling training last year because all the storms last year were rolling in on Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and screwing up all the training schedules of the horses.
All right, well, this is the dead race. We have race 6. Both of us are alive in the first leg. Ciaran is alive because the 3 was his top pick.
Well, here, you can go through the comments while I go get a drink because it is an open bar, so I'm going to go get a drink and I'll be back.
Right. He's got a sidekick complex. Meanwhile, he doesn't care about only there's no show with our audience. So DTL Crew, I salute you. I'm going to go through all the comments from the start of the show all the way up till now, and then we can talk about some other stuff. So RDW, right off the rip, what an intro. Love it. Thank you so much, RDW. Your contributions are so appreciated. I can't tell you that enough. See, he's going to miss all the compliments. Steve D'Amico, thank you. Congrats on Gold Phoenix win. Texas Terry, always. President of Ciaran's fan club, loves Gold Phoenix. LD, congrats. He put GPT, like Chat GPT, but it's actually GFP. So I think that was your autocorrect, Larry. But of course, over under on cocktails. Well, he went right to the bar there. So there you go. LD, thanks for all your support and everything you do. Always love having you on the show. Again, Steve D'Amico, what a horse. Was the same parents? I'm not sure what that means, but thanks for joining us. LD's right back. Too bad GP is gelded. Can you suggest the first horse to get reverse surgery? I don't know. I mean, I think Gold Phoenix, after he's done racing as a thoroughbred, I keep telling Ciaran, turn him into a steeplechase horse. He can run 3 miles over jumps. I mean, the horse is a beast. He can run all day. He's got a big, beautiful frame, but he's also very athletic. Texas Terry, welcome all to Sunday service with Double Trouble Live. Here's our man Charlie. Helped us out with the post times the other day. Really appreciate it. Let's see if he's alive. Wow, good job. Signal the 3 on 1 ticket. Has the 3 on a backup ticket as well, and on a 3rd ticket. Charlie's looking really good right there. Good job. Yeah, Steve, I thought it was a very tough one too, but apparently, if you listen to Charlie and Ciaran, it was, easy peasy with the 3. I'm not that good, I guess. I don't know. Jeff, thank you for joining us. Nice weekend, Ciaran. Let's keep it going. We already got through Gatekeeper. This was a good comment, Gatekeeper. Thank you for joining us. Yep, Spotted Haze was one of my top picks as well. Didn't work out. Brooklyn John, congratulations, Ciaran, on your win. I was really big time and put some money on your horse. That's the spirit. John, I owe you $10 because A&M got ousted in the tournament by Houston again, their nemesis. So let me know if you want me to Venmo that to you or if you want to just settle up at Del Mar. I'll do whatever you want. Send me a private message on my email. Ocho in the house. So nice of you to join us. We always love having you. And, hopefully we'll get to see you soon in Southern California. So that would be really nice. The contributions are always really appreciated. Thank you so much. Here's Charlie reiterating what Ciaran said. State races. He said, paid a huge 840. Yes, overlay. Every time the horse is ignored, he wins. So Ciaran should thank me because every time I bet against him, he wins. I do that on purpose just to help him. Bet the double I usually do. It's, all right, nice. Good job, Charlie. Yeah, Ocho, thank you. There's no scratch. Ciaran's a little distracted today. He's on cloud 9. Mr. Guitar did not use the 3 there. That's okay. I know he'll come back firing away and something else. RDW ended up hitting, right? That was the payout leg for the pick 5. Very nice. We'll have to see what that paid once we get through the rest of the comments. All right. We talked about Charlie's single, the 7, that Alex, ALIX. Hess takes over trainings for the late, great John Sheriffs. That horse looks very, very sneaky. We'll talk a little bit more about that when Ciaran gets back. We saw this, SC3 Pete. Nice job, Ciaran. he cold decked a pick 3 the other day and whacked it pretty good. It was like 7-7-9. I forget. I think that was on Friday, the all turf maybe. Justin Wade, apple pie. Yeah, I liked apple pie. I'll have to go back and watch the replay, but I didn't even get a call as far as I know. Ocho, either going to be a hero or a zero. You could never be a zero. We know that. Yeah, need you, Nelly. Nelly would have been better price, but, that's how it goes. Still got plenty of action left. Froggy Mushroom from Arkansas. What's up, guys? Right, I think Froggy's from the one who's in Arkansas. What's up, guys? Or is it Scurvy Tooth? I forget. I'm sorry. I apologize. What's up, guys? Let's have a day. There's Gatekeeper right back. Barrios. Ocho reporting to the losers lounge. No. You get to go in the champagne Ciaran.
I'm back.
Yeah, we're almost done. You missed all the compliments. Now we're going to do nothing but make fun of you. LD in the house. Hi, Terry. Howdy, Jan. Oh, Tippy's joining us. Let us know if you got any coast-to-coast action. That's right. Our good friend from In the Money Media, Peter Thomas Fontel. His sign-off is, may you win all your photos. It's not working for me. Not me either, dude. Oh, I lost by a notch. Go Aztecs. And then here we go. RDW is in fuego. Perfect timing. I just rolled through the last comment. Now you can talk about yourself and how great you are.
I was going to ask, how is the sound? Does the sound okay? Or are you guys getting a lot of background or no?
You sound perfectly fine.
Okay.
If it gets bad, I will say something and I'll tell you to either mute yourself or I'll take you out of the studio temporarily. But what time does the game start?
Another 30 minutes.
Do you have to leave us when the game starts, or are you going to broadcast through the game?
I'll go through the game.
There you go. See, that's why he's the best sidekick a superstar could ever have. He's going to broadcast right through the game. All right, let's look at. Oh wow, 12 minutes. I talked a lot while you were gone. Blah 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 blah.
And I mean, I cannot look at the will pays today, Frank. So it's going to be on you. I won't be able to give help looking for those.
That's all right.
The hidden money today.
I can do it. No problem there. But I just want to play this one video. I assume you want me to play this Gold Phoenix video, right?
Oh, that's right. I forgot to put that on there.
Yeah, let's play that now, and then we'll start talking about sneaky money and whatnot, because after race 6, we got to get serious with the late pick 3 and the late double.
Woohoo! Here I come on this golden snake! Whoa, look at you go! Trouble's here to win!
Okay, one last thing. Our friend from Venezuela is back. WBC champions. World champions of baseball. Congratulations. And Venezuela loves their horse racing. Forgive me, I don't remember the name of the manager for the Venezuelan baseball team, but Jason Beam tweeted out a picture from Tampa Bay Downs yesterday. Jason's the race caller. Apparently, the manager of the Venezuelan team loves horses, and he was at Tampa Bay in the winner's circle yesterday. So,
oh, wow.
Venezuela, we salute you. All right. I am going to put up your late pick 3 first, and then we're going to look at the tote. There we go. All right. So I'm not playing this race. Do you have any suggestions for race 6 if people are interested?
Well, I know in race there's going to be a modification on that bet, Frank. I think in the middle leg, number 6 scratched, correct? Binging?
Yeah, binging.
So binging, yes. I mean, that was I had to modify my bets a little because I thought, well, my notes were if you had to only use one horse, this would be the one, even though it raced 8 days ago. But then I went, really bad race. Like, it is a bad race.
No,
I mean, what is it?
I was with you. Binging was my. I had 2 A's, but binging was my top choice. So I had to pivot as well. So hold on. Let me go to race 7 on my racing form, and then let me know how you want me to amend your bet here. So 9,
I would
8,
just leave.
9.
I'm not going to add any more horses. I'm going to keep it the same. There just won't be a 6 in the second leg.
Got you. So I'll just take that out. You do the math for me while I take that out. Removing the 6 from the middle leg, correct?
5 by 3 by 2. So 5 by 3, 15 by 2. I think the price ends up being the same, $90.
Why would it be the same though? I took one out. 5 by 3, 15.
Because I think when I put it up, I meant to take out the 6 and somehow
Oh,
the
I
6
see.
did.
Yeah, okay, understood. See, we're a gambling show. Very, very important. We got to get our numbers
Yep.
straight. We got to get our wagers correct.
We actually do our best.
You do. And we do the bets for the community too. I would say the last several shows, you have done some really good ticket structuring, A's, B's, all that stuff. Today, though, you have, I'm not going to call it a caveman because you have a single, but they're kind of caveman-y tickets. You only have, like, if you're out, you're out. You don't have any backup tickets, I guess is my point. Was that on purpose, or you just, you didn't have time to put stuff together for us?
I did have backup tickets on both of these bets, but they were keyed on favorites, and when 6 scratched and 1 scratched in the last, it blew up both of those side tickets, so I just went straight K-bet after that.
Excellent. Yeah, that makes sense. Totally get it. See, we question each other because if something doesn't make sense to me, I would say like 1 out of 10 times Ciaran can explain it to make sense to me. 9 out of 10, it still doesn't make sense, but that makes sense to me. All right.
And then sometimes when you're scrambling too,
yeah.
Why make it overcomplicated? You know what I mean? If your original plan went down in flames, why did it didn't really make sense for me to modify it anymore. So
that's a great point. If you're a scratch or whatever, you probably want to simplify it and scale back. And that's happened to me a bunch of times because when I do my matrix column, I spend a lot of time putting my wagers together and constructing them. And then I wake up and I look at the scratches and like I got to do it all over again. And then I'm like, well, should I upgrade this horse or whatever? And by then your mind's like mush sometimes. So that's a good point.
And I can fix it with a double where I actually get an idea of what the pick 3 and the will pays and whatnot are doing. So I can, if there is a sneaky horse, we can bet it and make an adaptation.
All right. Well, speaking of that, the will pays and probables. So the 2 in this leg is 3-2 favorite. Into the next leg, right now the 8 has favoritism at $17. And then to your point, Ciaran, how tough that race is, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 horses at like $27, $28. And that's the 1, the 5, the 9, and the 10. So it looks like 1, 5, 8, 9, 10 are the live horses in the double into the next leg. So that's race 7.
The 10 is the interesting one. My notes were simply just no. Gray's boy, I just said no.
Let me look at that one. No, but it's Ciaran. Ciaran has been very, very hot.
That's true.
And, he could win with a firster, but I think this race is going to be won by a horse with experience because
there was a horse in that next leg, Frank, that I thought at the number 4 Sandbagger, always in the money, needs a new jockey. That's a horse, if it ever gets a new jockey, absolutely auto bet. I don't think Bays does the horse any benefit, and the horse may just need a fresh dude on.
Yeah, because the horse is always right there around the wire. Going back to Gray's Boy, the Ciaran horse for a second, I did do a little formulator pedigree work, and the dam never tried turf, and she's yet to produce a turf winner. So my takeaway from that is that Ciaran was using this as kind of a public workout, get a race under the horse's belt, and then maybe next time on dirt. But that is interesting that the horse is taking that kind of money to the point where almost the same as other horses who look way better,
What is the 9? What is the 9 paying?
Nine's with the 2 to the 9 is $27.
I thought the 9 would be a slam dunk
I know.
lowest price.
I mean, Broheim I get because of the drop and whatnot, but yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I will say Broheim, you got J.J. McCarthy dropping. The trailer's 27%. And gelded. First time gelding is sometimes like the magic pill for some of these horses.
Yeah, and then dropping for the tag for 50. Just let me check on time. 4 minutes. Let me see what Optics EQ has into race 7 in terms of their imputed odds. Irish Rebel, same 5 to 1. Running Spartan, the one that I liked a little bit, lower than the morning line, 4.77. Broheim, 3 to 1 on the morning line, 7 to 2 in the imputed odds. Maximum, yeah, they have Broheim as the favorite right now. And Gray's Boy, yeah, same thing, like almost 6 to 1. So right around that morning line there. So, nothing funny here. I don't know. What you may have already said this, but can you say it again if you did? The stats on, you said it's pretty formful, right? Over historically, this maiden 50 is historical.
Favorites win 40% of the time and are under 5 to 1.
40%?
Occasionally, 40% favorite wins and under 5 to 1. And then occasionally a long shot will win, and it's a long shot that's 10 to 1 or more. So when a long shot wins, it's a crazy long shot.
Right, like a Turfway Park kind of long shot that nobody has.
So my notes were chalk or crazy price race history.
How about this, Jeff? FYI on FanDuel, all of the hosts are selecting the late pick threes. Can't say I've noticed that before pushing the bet. Actually, yeah, last week they gave us a shout out and said that we have been embracing the wager and that they are going to help push it as well. So they talk it up all day. And I don't know, last Sunday we had 408,000 handle in the late pick three pool. That was a Santa Anita record. Best pick three handle ever. So we'll see what it does today. But yeah, heck, FanDuel wants to push it. That's great. The more money in the pool, the better for the players. I think it's fantastic.
And eventually these other tracks, other than Santa Anita and Del Mar, will wake up and go, wow, we get a bet that makes the gamblers happy, and we can make a lot of money on it. I mean, I don't know. Would you rather have 20% of an 80K pool, Frank, or 15 of $500,000?
But the problem is, as you see with another track that actually is doing it right now, they're not promoting it. They're not marketing it. No one knows about it except the work that we did for them. You know what their double pool yesterday? An 11 race card, full fields, they had a big stakes race. The late double handle was $40,000.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
It's shameful. It's shameful.
That is embarrassing.
It's almost like they don't want people to bet it, so they don't have to carry it. I don't know. It's so bizarre. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to implement a new bet, you need to push it hard. Push it real good.
All right, how many minutes to post there, Frank?
It's 0 minutes, but they're not even at the gate yet, as far as I can tell. But if you want to pop off, you can pop off.
All right, I'll pop off for a minute.
Yeah, I'll pop off too as soon as they get a little closer to the gate. That's Scurvy Tooth. Yeah, that was a perfect ride. Hey, Scurvy Tooth, thank you for joining us. Yeah, Jeff, it is fast. It's pretty darn good. And I was direct messaging with Christina Blacker at FanDuel because she was one of the ones who actually mentioned us on air, her and Curtis Calloward. Others might have also, but the ones that I heard were those two. And, I thanked her, and she said, hey, we're behind this. If we can help, let's do it. So big shout out to Christina, Curtis, and everyone else at FanDuel who, received the message loud and clear. The work that we're doing here at DTL Crew, it's making a difference. It's making a difference. So we can't do this without you, and certainly there's no show without you. So very, very important. Real quick, again, let me look at the double pool because they're still not at the gate. The 8 now is $13, and the second favorite is $22, and that's the 5. So in terms of favoritism, it goes in the next leg 8, 5, 9, 10, and 1. If anyone has any pedigree chatter about any of the firsts in here, please put it in the chat. We don't have time to talk about it now because they're heading to the gate, and I know I'm a minute behind everybody else. So good luck, everybody. We'll be back. Let's get out of here alive. Let's go. Thank you, Stephen D. Remember to like and subscribe. I wish I had I wish I had put that up while the race in progress thing was on, but I think I'll do that next time. I appreciate it. Yeah, Ciaran and I think we do a lot of things really well. I think one thing we do horribly is telling everybody out there who's watching and aren't a subscriber and listening, just like and subscribe. If you don't have a YouTube account, you can make some anonymous one. if you subscribe, you'll get alerts, notifications, all that stuff. You won't miss any shows. You'll know about all of them. And also, again, I failed to mention this on the other show, but if you're watching on the Twitter feed or the X feed and making comments, a lot of times those comments do not show up in the live chat. So I don't want you all to think that we are ignoring you. We are absolutely not. If you want to engage and participate in the show, and we would love for you to do that, because that's my favorite part of the show. Ciaran can't stand it because it's not about him, but that's my favorite part of the show. So join us on YouTube, watch us there, same thing. So we appreciate you. And speaking of Ciaran, he got disconnected, so I don't know what's going on.
I'm back.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't even know you were gone. You were gone?
What? I lost connection, so it took a little bit to get it back.
You didn't even notice. The show was going great.
Sounds like a plan. All right, I'll be back again.
No, I can't talk. I'm blah, 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 blah.
So who won that race?
Uncle Evgo, 6-5, won like a 2-5.
All right, what's the wheel pace?
It's a 2-horse.
What are the wheel pace telling us? Is that official?
Yeah, let me refresh my screen here. I would say the name of the ADW that I'm using, but since a certain person has not given us a QR code.
Wait, update. We will have a code for everyone by next. No, they were setting it up yesterday. I was sitting with Tyler. They're going to call it the DTL Crew. So we got our own special thing, so we'll let you guys know. Yes. I was just traveling today. I'll hit them up during the week, but yes, it's been set up.
Can we all cancel our accounts and then re-sign up as the DTL Crew and get a bonus?
Yes. Yeah, $100 sign-up bonus, blah, blah, blah.
Always looking to game the system. Yeah, we're wise guys. We're Sharpies. We're horse players.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, whenever these sites, it got to the point, Shannon would joke with me. She's like, yeah, how many betting sites did you sign me up for this week? I'm like, honey, they're giving money away like it's candy.
That's really funny. Yeah, I'm still trying to get Amway just sorted out. There's another smaller ADW called Iron Bets that's very player friendly. I'm trying to figure that stuff out. But anyway, so here we go.
And I will say I used ExpressBet. I was betting trifectas yesterday just because I'm back in the tournament mode, so I'm playing trifectas a little bit more. But man, that trifecta tool on ExpressBet nailed a couple of nice bets for me. I mean, it's such a fantastic tool. And I'm probably I can't do it now, but it's one of the things I'm going to look to do a lot more, Frank, and we might talk about it a little bit more. It's not a low takeout bet, but when I was playing around with it yesterday, I was finding some hidden value by the pays on the trifecta that ended up coming to fruition. So I'm going to play around with it a little bit more, but it might be something extra for the show that we can use. You know, it's not low takeout, but we'll use the info to possibly help us make more money on our bets too.
You know what, Ciaran? You actually make a good point. Right, you're right. It is not low takeout, but that's not the sole purpose of the show. The sole purpose is also to use
finding edge
information that's available to us, and a lot of people do not have access to that information. That, you know, big money players have it, CAWs have it. The little guy doesn't really have it, but on ExpressBet we do have it. So if we have the information. Again, you're right. It's not a low takeout bet, but you have an edge because you have the information of where the money is, and then you can play your bets accordingly. So that's a great point, actually. And, you know, we were doing that a little bit. Dan H. is a big trifecta guy. You know, we were doing that a little bit here and there in the last leg when we were busted. The problem is every show you've been alive going into the last leg, so we haven't done it.
Well, I'm back. As I texted you yesterday, I took a year off from the contest. I got the bug again. So.
From the
yeah, so I got the live contest bug, and trifectas are usually a big part of that. So But when I was playing yesterday, I made some good money on the side when I was doing the
That's the
trifecta
Matt Miller
tool.
special.
Well, I was doing the trifecta tool, and I was like, this combination's paying a lot more than I thought it should. It ended up being a very nice price at Santa Anita. Looking at the previous, it was maybe it was just a one race sample, but it was enough to pique my interest going forward. And I'll start doing a little bit more.
You said you finished 10th, and you were a little disappointed in yourself. You thought you could have done better. Was there a specific race or a specific horse or a specific wager that
I hit the
I would like
first.
to learn from tournament experience.
I hit the first 3 races, and if I played 2 entries or was playing looser like I was last year, I would have rolled 1 entry on the first 3 races and been up quite a lot versus hedging just to save money to bet on Go Phoenix later in the day. And then when I got to later in the day, I got too fancy on my last race trifecta. The one that paid me the most was my gold with all. And I should have done a $6 try, gold with all. It would have cost me my bankroll, and I would have had enough money to get 5th place at an NACC-ish.
Yeah, I don't want to get too in the weeds about tournament strategy just right now, but I am curious. What was your bankroll going into the last race, and what was your target? Like, what did you need? What did the winner have? Did you have a chance to win, or were you just trying to get top 5?
I had a chance to win, but the winner was at like 1,300. I was at 340.
Oh, that's low.
That's nothing. Yeah, I mean, it was a $300 bankroll, but it was a lot of chalks. And the way the guys in first and second got it, they went all in win on 2 races in a row that I could have done and didn't. And if I had had more ammo, but I kind of backed off the tournaments last year, so it was a good. Sometimes you got to experiment and learn. I'm always trying to learn something. Even when I win, I try to make it a better win next time. Or if I lost, what do I do to make it not be like that the next time?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know any of the specifics of the tournament, but you said you had $340 to spend in the last race. Why didn't you just bet it all to win on Goldie? Would that not have gotten you there? What did the horse pay? $840?
He was 7-5. I was down in the paddock, and I did my bet beforehand. And when I finally looked up, I was like, "Oh my word, he's 3-1. I should have just done the win bet, but I wasn't going to change." One of my things is, once I make the bet, I don't go back and change because you know what happens when you change it. I was like, I'd rather win the race than the contest. So,
you know what? I think being at the track with your horse may have cost you because I just did the math, and believe me, this is not a criticism at all. I'm just walking it through. $340 to win on a horse that paid $840 would have returned $14.28. What'd the winner end up with?
NHC, I think it was like 20. I think it was 1,200 plus.
But you know what, Ciaran? The flip side of that is the horse is 3-1. You make that bet, and then the horse goes off at 8-5. And
that's the problem.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think you did anything.
And we saw a lot of that. Like there was a lot of that at NHC. A lot of guys going. They were like, "My word, I bet this 12-1 shot at the gate, and it was at Fairgrounds was like nasty, and the horse wins, and he was like 9-2, and you've done your math, and like, oh my God, I could have used that on a horse that actually went off in the next. That's the problem with that. So,
I agree, but we're lucky though. At least at Santa Anita with the 2-minute cutoff, it wouldn't be as drastic, but it could still be low enough to price you out of a top 5 spot. So you hit something that would guarantee you a spot. I get it. Okay.
Yes. So
all right. What do you want to know?
Will pays. Pick 3. Pick 3. Let's start with the pick 3.
I'm on you. I'm on it. Ew, woo, the 8. $9 in the double.
Wow.
So we're looking at the Will pays from race 6 that just finished to race 7. So if you had the winner, Uncle Evco, in race 6, and you have the 8 here, you're getting back $9 for your $2 wager. and that is that Maximo? Who is that? Let me look again.
Brokem.
Oh,
The JJ horse dropping.
Broheim, yeah, Broheim. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the horse could absolutely win, but
How much is the 9 paying?
26-20.
What's his odds on the board?
Fourth choice. So
Well, what's his current?
His current odds are 4-1. So here, I'll give you the top four in the double. So the 8 is favored at $9. Second choice is the 1 at $21.
Wow.
Third choice is the 5 at $24. And then the 9 at 26 and the 10 at 32. So those are the top 5. Let me look in the pick 3, Ciaran, because we like to compare both pools, because sometimes there's sneaky money in one and not in the other, and vice versa.
And they're trying to adjust their mistake or trying to hedge what they've already got rolling along.
Yes, correct. So this is for $2, okay? I'm just going for $2. The 8 is the favorite at 71. Second choice would be the 9 at 104. So the 9 took more money in the pick 3 than the double. And we've seen that money is usually a little bit smarter, right? Right?
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes.
And then the one is 100. I'm sorry. So the 9 is 104. The 1 is 135. And then in the pick 3, the 10 is kind of dead, 300. So I don't care if the 10 took money in the double pool. He didn't take money in the pick 3 pool, so I'm going to let that horse beat me. He's 12-1.
Yeah, and what the double pool might be, and I do it myself a lot, if you've got a horse racing, you do the double to maximize your odds. So it might be barn money, owner money, you know what I mean, on that 10 that is not as sneaky. They didn't bet it in the pick 3, and not a lot of owners will.
So maybe it was someone who loved Uncle Evco and just wanted to make sure they were going to get extra one on Uncle Evco in the double or whatever it is. So here, Donald Thompson needs a winner, Ciaran. Give him one. We got 3 races left. Give him a guaranteed winner. Doesn't have to be this race. 2 in the last, right?
Maggles McGee. How do you not bet a name like that? Come on, put Ricky on it. And we could also get a Ricky double. We could get that's race 8. Ricky to start the pick 3 and Ricky to end the pick 3.
Look at
9.
That's awesome. So yeah, Donald, thank you for joining us. We're really more about ticket construction and a little bit of high-level wagering strategies. But if you need a winner, you come to the right place. I agree with Ciaran. I think the 2 in the last race, out of these 3 races that we have remaining, is probably
Frank,
the best.
if he needs a winner, can you pull up Mark Gelding's ticket video? That'll tell him.
This is a good bet. Thank God you mentioned it.
Guaranteed win right here. Here it comes.
Guaranteed winner or your money back, right? He does money back guarantee. Here you go, Donald. This is for you.
Hey, everyone. I've got my picks right here. Race 7, all. Race 8, all. Race 9, all. Trust me, this is the winning ticket. See you in the winner's circle.
Remember? He said
and he won that day, too.
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
I think, does he have today off? Did he party too hard yesterday? I mean, that's okay.
I had some stuff done, but it needed more work, and I was like, I'll save it for next week.
He's allowed a day off. He's been working pretty hard for us. Plus,
I heard he's going on
right away when he got arrested for trying to cash Dylan Donnelly's big check.
He actually went on strike, is what I hear. We'll have more updates during the week. He's saying he's not getting paid enough, so we'll have to see.
Really?
Stay tuned.
Who is he talking to? Who's putting ideas in his head?
He's hanging around on X and listening to all these people, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, let me see this. Well, look at what this idiot's trying to do.
Come on, Kelvin! Woo! Yes! This is life-changing. Thank you so much. Ciaran and Frank, thank you for teaching me nothing I know about horses. Dylan, nice try, dude, but I am the king. Hey! What the f*** out? Get off me! Mark Gelding signing off. Back to you two clowns in the studio.
horse from the other day, by the way. I don't know where he is today, but you know what? If he's got
How many minutes?
grievance, tell him to follow it with HR.
How many minutes to post?
I'm going to put up your pick 3 there. We've got 9 minutes. We got plenty of time. So let me look at the tote for you. Broheim is the 9-5 favorite. Irish Rebel and Maximon are co-second choice, both at 4-1. And the 5 who I liked is 5-1, and then everybody else is double digits. Dan Bagger's 7-1. So I mean, I think the board's, other than 9-5 on Broheim, I think the board's okay. I don't want 9-5 on Broheim, but I guess we'll see if that money is right or not. Because that horse is hammered in the double. $9 in the double. Like, that's crazy. Crazy. So Ciaran, real quick though, let's see, because this is also the middle leg of the all turf, right? So I wrote down what I'm alive to. I'm alive to the 9-5-8 and then the 2. So let me see if hopefully we're alive to the same horses here. This is so that that's my let me just check. My all turf, that second one for me is alive. 9-5-8, and then I'm single to the 2. So I'm happy with that actually. And Ciaran's all turf.
I'm 9-8-1, I believe.
You have the 3 right there. I almost think like if that scratch didn't like mess you up, and if you weren't going to the game, I think you probably would have like 2 other tickets with the 3 singled to spread.
And just as a side note, Frank, you'll see on my ticket, I have Broheim as my 3rd choice in here. I'm all about 9 and then 1 and then 8, or whatever it means to anyone.
I think it means a lot because you're 9-1-8 and I am 9-5-8. I don't have the 1. So here we go. Let me pick this. But I'm starting 9. Look how spready I am. This goes back to handcuffing, right? I don't have the 1 and the 4 in my all turf, but I use those 2 here because if they win, I can move forward. You know.
Right.
And then I came back and played again with my 9-5-8, 9-5-8, and then you're starting it just with the 9-8-1. And that's So if you're wrong about this race, Ciaran, you're out of everything, and you just come
now,
back.
if I was at home, my other ticket, Frank, I'd go 9-1 in this leg. Actually, no, I'd probably just go 9 in this leg.
Well, Ciaran, if you have a suggested bet, let's put it up. I mean, if you think
I would do 9 in this leg.
Hold on. I'm going to put Ciaran revised suggestion. Revised suggested, because you're not playing it yourself, but L pick 3. Okay. You would do a $3?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I would do 9 all 2 as my backup ticket.
9 with all with 2?
With 2, yes.
Okay. You know how many horses are in that middle?
There's 11 horses. So it would be a $33 hedge bet with a little bit of emphasis. The horse I really liked in that leg, Scratch. So if I'm going to do 6 or 7, I may as well go all and see if it really is the chaos race.
Yeah, so just so people know, Ciaran is not playing this bet. He's at the game. He's distracted. He's doing other stuff. Plus, he's alive on his tickets anyway. But he is suggesting this for people who might want a little more coverage, using his top pick in this leg, all in the next, and then singling the 2. I mean, you know, you built your day around the 2, and I really like that because there are a lot of horses so far this meet that I've liked more than usual, and I've tried to build my day around them, and I've been wrong about every single one of them.
I think it's one of these. I mean, I'm okay spending that money because, my word, we've seen what these pick 3s have been paying over and over, Frank. They're like, it is the best bet in racing. Even when you get a couple of prices in, it's paying really good money.
I agree. So, Ciaran, Ocho wants you to talk about your single in the last, the two. I like the two. I like the two also, Ocho. But you know what? She probably already read The Matrix, 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 Matrix.
I thought Ricky for Papa, and if you missed earlier, Ricky is getting lots of sleep. He's a happy newborn dad. he's got bills to pay,
Gracie is an angel.
and ran second, going 6.5. I thought the distance was perfect, and my notes were very, very strong. Single candidate, and in a race like this, it stood out.
I agree. I mean, real quick, for me, ran well twice in turf sprints. Like the way she finished up last time. Stretch out shouldn't be a problem. Papa is locked in right now, man. The dude is just doing all the right moves. And his horses have been so game. And it's just like, you talk about trainers going in cycles and whatnot. You got to ride them when they're hot and fade them when they're cold. I wouldn't be surprised. I know there's other speed in the race, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ricky put this horse on the lead and wired the field.
And he won. He won yesterday too on a horse, so he's riding really good.
What other show can you get inside information about a jockey's newborn baby and how it might affect his performance? I mean, you cannot get this anywhere. The algorithms can't factor this in. They don't have a newborn baby feature.
Yep.
I wish them success because Jess is just terrific.
If you've never hung out with him, you cannot help but smile when you hang with Ricky. Like, he always has the biggest smile on his face.
Right. He is such a pleasant face, and he's got a smile. Yes. He instantly puts you at ease, right?
Like when we went to the casino, he got carded 9 times in an hour because he looks like he's 12. And he's like 34 or something like that. It's crazy.
He's also a good, down-to-earth guy.
Yes.
He absolutely loves what he's doing. The only thing I don't like about him is that because they got married and Jess got pregnant, she stopped being a jockey, and I really thought she was terrific. I mean, good for her, though. She does great TV work on the Santa Anita simulcast feed. But what a talented horsewoman. Yeah, we're absolutely rooting for them. Real quick, because Charlie wants to know about the 10 and the 10. 10 and the 10, or is it 10 in the race 7? Singling in the 7. I'm not sure what any of that means. 10 in race 7, Ciaran. Is that the Ciaran horse? We already talked about that horse.
Yeah, that was getting a sneaky money. Yeah. We had no angle other than we thought it was barn money.
Yeah.
Or we would have seen them. We would have seen more betting on the pick 3 and not just the double.
Okay, wait. So maybe I was wrong. I'm singling the 7 on a couple of tickets. Okay, in the 9th now. That's the last. I think the 7. Yeah, the 7 is both our long shot wides guy pick. I have that horse on my late pick 3 combinations. I did not use the horse on my B ticket.
I'll be back.
Okay. I did not use that horse on my B ticket in the all turf only because I didn't want to spend a lot of money on the sequence, and I knew that I could cover the horse in the late pick 3, and then I could also cover the horse in the late double, and then the 10. Also, Charlie wants to know about the 10 in race 10. Yeah, Charlie, you're a regular listener on the show, so you probably will remember we talked about this horse, Tate Batts. Last time this horse ran, snuck in off the AE list, so we were very, very interested, was taking a ton of money, unfortunately had to break from the 10 hole, and, never really had a chance to show his best stuff. But the horse was favored, previous 2 starts on dirt, so clearly has some ability. I have the horse on one of my spread tickets. I don't think the race is as easy as Ciaran thinks with Maggles McGee, but I do think that Maggles McGee is a very, very strong win candidate. And again, we could always come back and play some double combinations. For instance, I mean, does anyone have a strong opinion in the middle leg? Because that's where the horse that Ciaran liked binging scratched, and that was my A also. So I have a lot of action going through my other A, the big Cheezola. But there are like 4 or 5 like low sal horses in here who could win. So it's a little tricky for me, and that's why I think wagering construction is very important. How about Dan H? Welcome, Dan H. This is Ricky's sequence. I love it. $5 pick 3. That's right. We don't have to stick to the $3 minimum. You can do 4, 10, 12, whatever you want. But it has to be 3 minimum. Anyway, all right. 8 and 9. I'll be happy with that. 3, 4, 8 with 2. Dan H is singling the 2 as well. Then 3, 8, and 8, 9, 4, 8. The 10 that Charlie was talking about. Excellent. And then just a cold 9, 3, 10. Outstanding. I don't want to miss. All right, you know what? They're behind the gate. They're going to be loading soon. Charlie was nice enough to tell me last week that I am way behind everybody else. So I'm going to sign off now. We're going to watch this race. We'll be back after. Good luck, everybody. Well, shout out to Charlie and everybody else who talked about the 10.
Wow.
Ciaran and I were stubborn. Still
But
don't
wow.
get it.
I don't get it either. Wow.
Was it a workout thing? Can someone let us know? Charlie, I mean, you seem to really like that horse. So the only thing that I could say, Ciaran, is that Ciaran is en fuego.
I mean, I thought the 5 was gonna. I thought the 5 was gonna. You like take him gate to wire, but that 10, wow.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't the 5, I thought the 8 would get there. I mean, that horse has it. I would not look to bet anyone back from this field. This field lost to a 4-year-old first-time starter. I mean, I did the pedigree research here. Dam never tried turf, and she's yet to produce a turf runner. I mean, I get it. The unusual heat on the dad side with Hebe, Fire, and Ice. Wow.
But, I mean, the reason we were kind of cold on her, Frank, was they didn't bet it on the pick 3 either. It was just all double money.
Yeah, it was double money. That was the sneaky barn money. You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
Oh, well, onward. That's what we have. We can save the day with the double.
Larry, you're supposed to tell us who Kurt Hoover likes before the race.
Oh, my God. Larry is the guy.
Kurt Hoover likes the so-and-so.
No, Larry's always. It was sunny yesterday.
I love Larry. I love Kurt Hoover, by the way. I mean, if Kurt's on a horse that I don't like, I listen. LD, if you remember why Kurt pushed the horse, I would really love to know, because I like to learn from my losses. I'm not going to beat myself up too much, Ciaran. It's a first-time starter. Like, I mean, how are we to know? I didn't get the memo. Did you get the memo?
No memo.
Hoover got the memo. Charlie Steinbrenner got the memo. Seriously, I would love. Yeah, look, anytime anyone speaks in this forum, Jeff, they're speaking because they have conviction and they don't want to look foolish and they don't want to be wrong. So I would, not just Charlie, and Charlie is awesome, but if someone goes out on a limb and puts a pick in the forum, or tries to make a case for a horse, or even asks us about a horse, you have to look twice. I mean, our audience consists of the sharpest horse players around. They're smart because they know where the value is. So they're good horse players, and they're good handicappers. So anyway, I mean, not that I listen. I mean, I'm the biggest idiot of them all. Here's Steve. Go ahead, Ciaran.
I said we got the devil to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too fussed. I got beat by a first-time starter. What am I going to do? But here you go. Stevie D said 10 had 3 bullet works for this race. I'm looking at the racing form, and I don't see any bullets. I see 33 of 60. This one's nice. This 58 and 4, but it was 3 of 10. And then before that, from the gate, 5 and 1 and 4. I don't know. There is that February 6th work that's really fast. I don't know. I mean, maybe Andy Harrington was pushing the horse. But Ciaran, to your point, no one bet the horse in the pick 3. Dead in the pick 3. It was the double. The barn hid the money in the double, because what did the horse go off at? Let me see the final odds. It was 5-1 on the line and paid. Let's see. Yeah, paid $23.60. And the
All
double.
right, Frank. So
hold on, let me just see the double real quick. The double only paid $32, Ciaran.
yikes.
It must be $23.60 to win. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you got?
I want to see what the will pays are the probables into the 2.
Okay. Well, let's look at the will pays first and see who took the money in the pools. Is that
Yes.
all right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So from the horse that Ciaran and I did not have in the previous race, if you have the 8 in this race, I'm sorry, no, the 4. If you have the 4, that is the favorite in double, 68.80. Who is the 4? Alpine Thunder off the claim.
Yeah, one last out. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Anyway, we'll talk about it in more detail. So you got the 4 is the favorite in the will pays, Ciaran, And then you have the 8. So you have the 4 at $68. You have the 8 at $97. That's the Big Cheezola. That's, the horse that I like the best. Big Cheezola opens at 7-5. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then everybody else, Ciaran, is kind of dead. So you got $68, you got 97, and then the next one is 198, and that's the 10. Wow.
Well, my get out is going to be based on hammering the 2 in the next leg. And
before we get to that, can I look at the pick 3 real quick?
Yes.
So in the pick 3, the 4 is the favorite, same as the double, 129, and the 8 is the second choice, 137. Wow, the next closest is 282. There's the multi see this as a 2-horse race between the 4 and the 8. That is crazy. Before we move on, do you have notes on the 4? I think I have the 4 as a B.
Tiago for Capistrano. Tiago, he rides through the claim off a win. That's always a bonus,
Capistrano. You got to get a nickname for Lorenzo Capuzano. Just call him Low.
But I don't know what his stats are for the jockey, but some of these small stables usually have their go-to guy. But then sometimes they go, I'm not going to mess with what's working. And the jockey rides through the claim, You got to pay attention.
I love when the jock rides through the claim, because Pereira didn't have to. He could have declined the offer, but he chooses to ride back. I won't read what I said. I won't read everything that I said in the Matrix. But real quick, I think I said the same thing as you. One last time, right back for a new trainer. Pereira rides to the claim. My concern was I thought there would be a faster pace in this race, a little more heat. And, I don't know if he'll be able to repeat that same race. It was kind of like pressureless race. This is 5.5. I know people say, well, he wired them at 6. So, now he's shortening up. No, 5.5 furlong paces are so much faster. I think he got away with it last time. So,
the horse I liked in here was the 5, Razzler. For you, the trainer's name is you. I'm not going to butcher his name.
Wait, which one? Which number?
Number 5.
Jesus Uranga.
The horse is 2 at the distance, but my notes were has the speed for a winning trip here. I think if I was making an argument for a community bet, Frank, actually, I think 5 times. The fact that the other horses, I might go.
Well, yeah, go ahead and tell me because I'll see what they're paying to the 2 in the next, right? Because I think the 2 is probably going to be our single.
Let's go 10 to the 2.
Okay, well, the favorite combo right now is the 8 with the 2, but let's start with the 10. So the 10-2 is paying 117 in the double. What else you got?
All right. 4-2.
8-2 is paying 27. So that's the big cheese over here to the 2 in the next.
No thanks. All right. What's 4-2?
31. That 4 is hammered everywhere.
Yikes. All right. 5-2.
111.
3-2.
3-2. 182.
So I think my cover bet here, based on this, might be just probably a $10 double. Aside from what I did earlier, 10, 5, 3 into the 2.
All right, let me put that up. This isn't the community bet. This is Ciaran's pivot. So Ciaran, late double, $5, Ciaran?
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I have the numbers again?
10, 5, 3.
10 with what?
With 2.
That's it? 10, 5, 3 with 2 for $5?
Correct.
All right, that's Ciaran's pivot. That'll cost $15.
And then I got a
7. We should look at the prices of the 7, right? Because the 7's our sneaky one.
My next question was, what are all these horses? What's the lowest pay into the 7?
There you go. See, great minds think alike. It's the 8-7, $209, and the 4-7 is $273. Those are the two lowest. Everything else
So,
is over $580.
all right, so I would do a $5 saver bet, all to the 7.
Hold on.
And what sucks, Frank, is you're going to be stuck talking with yourself because I looked at my battery and talking seems to eat up a lot of power. I might be running out of juice here in a second, or in like 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, I might get someone from anyone on the DTL crew want to hop on and just be a guest and just shoot the breeze, take me
Actually,
home.
they've already got my stuff, and then they can hop on, and then I can save the battery and come on after we win this race with my all ticket.
Well, yeah,
Well,
stay on until I get somebody who comes on, and then you can go charge your battery and come back on.
all right.
But don't leave me just yet because I wanted to put this double up here on. This was your original double. Wait a second. You had the 10. Is this from another day? You have the 10.
No,
choice.
Because he was my second choice, the 6 scratched. You know, it was 6 by itself, and then all the other horses in a row. I don't like the pays now because now the 10 is the dominant favorite. And I did not like the 10 enough. On my original double, Frank, I was going to...
10 to 1. Maybe you made a mistake. I don't know. You talk about details matter, the Edgar Pereira's horse? I'm shocked that horse is 10 to 1. I think I X'd that horse. Anyone want to come on, DTL crew, put first come, first serve. Put your name and email address in the chat, and I'll send you a link. Okay, Ciaran, sorry.
My notes for the 10 were bullet work, and in capitals I put big chance. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I handicapped this card. I handicapped the card when I handicapped yesterday's card. So, and I did pretty well yesterday. So I got to go with.
Good for you. That's great. I mean, I think the horse is a price, but is right at the morning line. So you're 10-2. Oh, well, your 10-2 is only 126.
Oy.
Yeah.
So it's getting a
little play, actually. It looks like it's kind of like the third choice. So that's very sneaky. Good for you. Do you want to put a community ticket together real quick before your battery dies?
Yes. I think we need to have 7 on a ticket on the last leg.
Okay.
But it's going to be such a price. This is a $5 ticket. So who do you want to use in the first leg?
Let me see. What do I have? Yeah, I am so spready here. I'm 8, 4, 2, 3, 5. I want to use the 8-2 combo. I know it's chalky, but $27. I'll play it 15 times. That won't be terrible. Do you have the 4, 2, 3, or 5, or do you like any of those?
I love the 3. I like the 3. Dropping multiple classes. Trainers 33% on it. Not a crazy price based on this race.
Okay.
And
so look at the 3-2.
And what I will say about the 3, Frank, is that is Radar Rob jumping in my head. It's that under the lights speed that could play well in a race like this, or that Barabbas or whatever.
All right. Well,
I think we have to use
3-2 is 197, and the 3-7 is 1,000. So we could easily play that.
All right.
And I'm going to play the 8-7. The 8-7 is 232, and then
we got to use my 10 because we took.
So you're gonna stand alone on your 10. Is that okay?
Okay. Whatever. There you go, guys. You heard the winner is going to be number 10.
Yeah, it probably is. And the 4. How about my 2? Do you have anything on the 2 real quick?
Bays for a small stable race 6 days ago. Hard pass.
Okay, there's the winner.
No. Well, if that jockey wins, I'm always going to lose.
I don't know what your problem is with it. What about the 3? You have anything on the 3? Oh,
We
yeah,
just talked about
we're using the 3. And then the 5.
5, absolutely.
Okay.
Like the trainer whose name I can't say, I thought has the speed for this type of race.
All right. I know you can't type it, so how many minutes we got? We got 9 minutes. So I'm just going to put the bet in, and then I'll type it after. I'm calling out our community ticket people as I bet it, so please listen, and then I'll put it up on the board if I can. Right off the jump, we're doing a $15 double. The big cheeseola. Oh, wait. Double.
Hey,
$15.
Frank, I'm getting the warning. I better go charge, so I'll be
Go
back.
ahead. Go ahead. I'm putting the bet in. All right, so Ciaran had to go charge. I need a new sidekick. I mean, the guy can't even be prepared to have enough power to just, do a show. Already his ego's too big for his britches. All right, $15 double, 8 the big cheeseola, to our 2 in the next bet. Okay, you got that, everybody? I mean, you don't have to play it, but I'm just letting you know. Then I'm just going to come back and do a $5 double. All the ones that we even like remotely like: 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I'll even use Ciaran's 10. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 to the 7. Let's try to hit something big in the next. 2, 3, 4, $5 double, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 to the 7. Trying to win some good money here. Close. And then we want the ones that pay to the 2. Like the 8-2, if you guys, oh no, we already have the 8-2. So now we have to come back and do the 3 and the 5 to the 2. So $5 double. Double. $5 double. 3. I'll go 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 to the 2. Because I don't know. I can't do the 4. I'll just do it. Whatever. 3, 4, 5 to the 2. It's a terrible bet, but because it's not paying well, but we're in the heat of battle here. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to put this up on the screen, and then I'm going to go to the comments, and hopefully I can get someone from the DTL crew on here, and then I'll just pretend that oh, sorry, Ciaran, I didn't see you in the studio. I don't know what happened. All right. So actually, you know what? I'm going to take a screenshot of the bet. Easier than typing out. Sorry, bear with me, everyone. We're a live gambling show. We're gambling. Print screen. Let's see what we got here. Race 8. Here are all the race 8 wagers. I'm sure I missed something, but you guys know what we're talking about and know the horses we like. And let's see if I can share this so everybody can see the bet is in and what to root for. Share screen. Share window. There we go. Share. All right. Can everybody see that? You might have to blow it up. I'm sorry it's so small, but that's what it is there on ExpressBet. Take a screenshot now because I'm going to take it off because I want to look at the tote again. But I think that covers everything. I want it spread to the 7 because those are huge. The only thing I would suggest, like if you want to play this, you have to play the 4-2 enough times to make it worth your while. I'm not in love with the 4, so whatever. I don't want to spend any extra money on the 4. Let's hope it's one of the other ones because those are bigger prices. So there you go. All right, let me remove this. Let me go to let me look at the tote real quick. How much time we got? We got 5 minutes. The 4 is now the favorite. Whatever. Good for the 4. 4 wins, 4 wins. Big cheeseola. Okay. And real quick, the double. Right now, the double combo is still 8-2. Okay. You just got to see my screen, I think. All right, now here we go. I know I sound like a rambling madman, but I'm talking out loud so I can stay on point. Nobody wants to join me? Come on, somebody. You know, we can just talk. We don't have to give anything. There's a little interview. How'd you become a horse player? All that fun stuff. I would love to have one of you guys on or gals on. Ocho, you want to come join us a little bit? Tippy, Stephen D, LD. Come on, LD. You can talk about all your horses and stuff. Tell us who Kurt Hoover likes, what Kurt's ticket is. We were actually talking about Kurt Hoover last night. Terry and I were watching him, and like, him and LD look a little bit like each other, just tiny bit. I love Kurt. I don't know if I've told this on the show, but I've told it many times in seminars and podcasts and whatever. I cut my teeth on New York racing, and when I moved out to, Pete Fornatell and I we'd play simulcast Del Mar after Saratoga. We didn't really know what we were doing, but we were just messing around and having fun. So when I moved out to Southern California and watching, the track feeds and trying to pick up as much information as I could, and Kurt Hoover was the Hollywood Park guy. And the minute I heard him talk, I was like, wow. Like, I'm going to learn so much from this guy. And I did. And, I never really knew Kurt a lot because I was doing so much Del Mar stuff. And at the time, he didn't come down that much. But then he started working for TVG and doing the Paddock Show and all that stuff, Paddock Comment and all that stuff. And I get to meet Kurt and say hi. And I told him that, and he's so humble and gracious, just an awesome dude. And, I ended up doing two of his shows actually during the summer. And we had a funny little thing because we both liked one of Jerry Wesselow's horses, Flawless Racing. And I said, if this horse wins, the next time I come on the show, Jerry's going to give me a t-shirt to give to you. And sure enough, he did. Terry handed Kurt the shirt on the feed, and it was outstanding. But anyway, I have nothing but ultimate respect for Kurt Hoover. I still learn from him. I wish I knew why he liked the 10. Come on, LD, let us know. All right, let's run through this real quick because other people have tickets cooking. So here, Kurt Hoover. I would love to have Kurt on the show. I mean, I don't want to ask him because I don't want to give him more work. The dude works so hard. He's so busy. When he's off shift, he wants to drink and gamble. Plus, I don't think he's really a tech savvy kind of guy. So I wouldn't want to put pressure on him. But if Kurt wants to come on the show, we'll see you, Ciaran. Anyway, okay. So Kurt's ticket 1-8-10. So he needs a 3-4-8 here and then the 2-10. Kurt liked 10, first time starter. Good work, Tab. Gray Babe. Yeah, the dam produced 4 winners, but I looked up the dam. There were no turf winners. Anyway, I was wrong. Kurt was right. Dan H. 4 to the 8 to the 2 is paying 5 to 1 each. Yeah, I know. The payers aren't that great. In the heat of battle here, though. Jeff, the low sal, the 10. Okay, Stephen D loves the 4 Alpine Thunder. Well, you're right along with the public. 3 to 2 on Alpine Thunder. Okay. Sure, could win. 7 to 2 last time. One easy. Barn change, Pereira rides back. All good stuff. But I don't know. I just think the pace dynamic is going to be a lot different today at the 5.5 furlongs. I think the Big Chizola should be the favorite, to be honest with you, and I think Alpine should be second choice. But wouldn't be the first time I was wrong about that. Scurvy Tooth, 8-10 with the 2 for me. Good luck, DTL Crew. So let's see. The 8 is the Chizola, and the 10, that was Ciaran's horse too. I think I may have X'd the 10. Let me go back and look real quick. I mean, I know I don't have the 10. Oh, I have the 10 as a... Nope, that's in the last race. What do I have? I X the 10. Good form, sharp early zip. Blinkers go on. Again, yeah, I thought we were going to get total pace casualty. It was my my concern. On the 10, they're still messing around behind the post there. As soon as they get at the gate, I'll jump off. Stephen D, $10 double in the 8th, 4-3-8-12 with 2-4-10. No one talked about the 12. Smarty knows. Smarty Jones on the damn side. Terry would be very happy if that horse won. All right, they are at the gate real quick here. Ocho using the last $10. I'm sorry, we broke you. All right, 5-4-7. Good luck, everybody. They're loading. All right. I usually rub it into Ciaran and say, it's easy when you're good. Yeah, I heard Frank say an unlucky Alpine Thunder who was closing like a freight train there, but these are $5,000 horses, so things happen. Here, I'm gonna bring on a special guest. Well, let me check the chat room first. See if nobody wants to volunteer, so that's fine. I got Tobias the bomb sniffing dog right here. This is my good luck charm, my studio partner. Such a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a little shy though. He's not. He needs a little media training, but I know our good friend of the show, John Blassie, always likes to see Tobias there. Yeah, 4. I missed the start because I'm doing a million things, but I heard Miramati say what he said, and the way that horse was closing, I think I probably got lucky with the big Cheezola. Unfortunately, I got whacked out of the first leg, and I got whacked out of the all turf with that 10 horse. So I'm going to need the doubles to come through. LD wants to join. You know what, LD, I'm gonna send you a link right now. Even though Ciaran's back, let's have you on. Let's say hi and shoot the breeze a little bit.
No, absolutely.
Let me send the link. Oh, you're back. Okay, good, Ciaran. Apparently, I missed the start because I was, futzing around with the studio. But it seemed like the 4 just lost all chance at the break and still almost won. But the Big Cheese Olda held on desperately.
Yeah.
I'm bummed because that was my single on so many of my tickets, and I got whacked out. But we got the DTL community ticket going, so we need the 2 or the 7, and that would be nice.
And many times on those multiple dropper horses in a bad race, a lot of times they hold on to win.
Well, yeah, it's really tough for a 5-dime claimer to overcome trouble. Crazy. LD, I sent you the link. So if you want to join us, we would love to have you on for a little bit. I had Tobias on while you were gone. He likes the 7 in the last 2. He's the bomb sniffing dog. So, hey, is this Texas Mike? Is this Texas Mike from the NHC?
Yep. All right. What's he got? What's he got for us?
Texas Mike. Well, first of all, thank you for joining the show. Thank you for taking the time to spend with us at the NHC. You actually ended up saving our bacon because Ciaran and I were all over it. The last leg we lost Rosa Parks beat our 2 by this much. But if you watch the show and you listen to Texas Mike, it was right up there on the screen. He gave the double, easy peasy. Thank you for joining us, man. And anytime you want to pop on, you got anything going in Texas that we should know about, please tell us.
I've told people before, if you're ever going to Texas, one of my favorite tracks to go to, Sam Houston, went there for the first time a couple of years ago to play at an NHC when I was chasing the tour. Absolutely love it. Went right back again. It is, they treat you well in Texas, as they say, especially at Sam Houston. It's fantastic.
Yeah, Texas hospitality. I mean, it's like, it really is a thing. All right, LD, I'm going to bring him in. You ready? The great Larry Danimiller, or as Billy
Hey, guys.
LD.
What's going on? Just caught me after working out.
Well, it's just we've been sweating on the show, trying to sweat our bets, so you fit right in. Thank you for joining us, man.
And of course, you brought on.
Go ahead, Ciaran.
You brought on the guy who's gonna, because we're gonna do a trifecta bet here, and he's gonna do some crazy tries for us.
Is that one of your go-to bets? You like to play the try?
No, you have all convinced me this is the best bet in racing. That's all I want to play now. In Ciaran, after that bad beat in Vegas, I got really, really good on your daily double pick.
Yeah, Ciaran's been locked in, and I know I joke about, hey, this is our show. It's not the Kurt Hoover show, but I actually really appreciate you giving us Kurt's opinion because I went off on 5 minutes on how much I respect him, and if he has a horse that he's talking about that I don't have, I want to know. You know what I mean?
Well, I found it amazing that he liked the dam produced 4 winners. I mean, that's kind of looking deep into amazing.
No, but I looked and the dam had no turf winners. I think maybe that's where I went wrong. So I'm going to go back and look. Maybe those winners were quality, So he interpreted
it was a $54 ticket, so I played it.
So what are you alive to here?
Oh.
See what those rule pays are.
Let's see here.
By the way, Larry's a big contributor to the show. You guys know him as LD, but he's got skin in the game. What do you have? 13 horses with the Delphi, including Gratefully.
Yep.
Really classy Gratefully stakes winner out here. Going to go back east, I think, and take on a grade 2, right?
Yeah, going to go to Keeneland and run in the actually Elm Drive ran in the same race.
Oh, I remember Elm Drive.
$400,000 grade 2. So the money's just amazing, in that race.
Elm Drive is the horse that your niece loved, right?
Yeah, great
Yeah, I
horse.
remember that.
She just dropped a Not This Time Full, and that's going to be exciting to see how that horse does.
All right, that's good. And then you also have horses with LRF, obviously.
Yeah.
Other than Gratefully, any horse on the radar that we should look out for coming up?
Yeah, well, Pandygate's coming back. He was an ATM for New York races. Illmatic, Hidden Rose. There's Delphi really is going to be on a roll here this up through Saratoga. I really think they got some good horses.
Yeah, well, you heard on the show a couple of times. We talked about Adelphi and trainer Robert Falcone bringing a little string out here, and I have nothing but respect for that because it's not easy to ship out here to California and send your assistant and, everything like that. But he's done it for a few years now, and he's had good success. So for him to bring out that classy horse, filly, and let us enjoy her, we'll all be rooting for her in the grade too. So that's going to be exciting. But let's get down to the gambling part. Who you will
I have 2, 7, 8, 9, 10 here, and I kind of went crazy on a bunch of bets. 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got it on the pick 3 and the daily double.
You want to know what they pay, or do you already know?
No, I don't. Yeah, I'd love to know what they pay.
Yeah, let's get that.
I'm a hedger.
I know you asked about that, and I appreciate those questions. I'm not a hedger, but I'm also not a hedger. It depends on the situation. Ciaran, how do you feel about that?
I'm usually not. I usually don't hedge.
But that's because he spreads.
Yes.
All right. In the pick 3, tell me the first number. What do you got? 2. 2's paying 370.
7.
2,400. Go 7.
And 8 and 9.
8, 3,400. I have a buddy who's a very good handicapper. He has excellent notes on that horse. Excellent notes. And the 9, 780. I like where you are.
What about the 10?
768.
Yeah, I don't have the 8. I have the 10. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. You don't have the 8.
Yeah, I have the 10.
But anyway, my point still remains. My buddy's a good handicapper. And the double, the 2 is 31.
Okay.
Who was the next one? 7?
Yep.
7. Yeah, 7, 291. 9, 118, and the 10, 127. Ciaran, I know the DTL crew is alive. I can look at that in a second, but do you have anything cooking in your doubles? I'm pretty sure you used the 8.
I did use the 8, but I was degenerating it here while you guys were talking, so I got a ticket for you. I'm trifecting. I don't even care what the pays are. You ready for my ticket?
Well, can I look what the pays are? Because I care. I might piggyback you.
All right.
Go ahead. What combo? Give me a combo.
First place 2.
Okay, 2 with
5-7 or 7-5.
Okay, 2 with 5 with 7. Now, mind you, this is for $2. Okay. 2 with 5 with 7 is $550.
Okay.
And 7-5 is 583.
Perfect.
$2.
All right.
$2.
I'm doing that for 3, so it's a $6 ticket already done. Next one, Frank.
So hold on.
Let's do.
That's where you're king. 2 with 5 with 7 and 2 with 7-5.
Yep.
Okay, I like that. Wow. You'll have to
And then
talk about Lady Ruth, but what do you want to know next?
we're gonna do 5 with 2-7.
Okay, 5 with 2 with 7 is $1,400 for $2.
Don't need to look at the other ones because what I'm doing on this one, it's a $2 trifecta. 5-7 over 2-5-7 over 2-5-7. That's a $8 ticket.
Well, now we have to talk about the 5 because I don't know where this 5 came from. We talked about this race ad nauseum and no one ever mentioned the 5. So please tell me why.
Here's what I got. Lady Root, 30 to 1. Dumoro for a small stable that has big numbers, first time grass, 33%. First time routing, 26%. Off the bench, 23. And Demoro was enticed to ride. Don't toss, especially at this price. That's what I wrote.
Okay. What price? Let's see what price the horse is. Yeah, 37 to 1. Let me check the will pay, see if any sneaky money came in on that. The 5, right? So the double to the 5 is 812, and then 10,000. No money. No money. But doesn't matter. Oh, look, we're in carryover. Bunch of carryovers in the pick 6.
But I mean, I'm looking.
The 2 and the sorry, Ciaran. Real quick, the 2 and the 10 are the only ones that are paying.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at trifectas, and it's all about the 2, so I single them. And then I got some spready tickets, and then I came back with another $1 trifecta. That's I'm spending $40 on this ticket, Frank, total. And the last ticket I'm doing is 257 over 257 over 257 10 11. So I'm hoping to get some prices under my 2, but if chaos happens, I'm hoping I pick the right lottery numbers,
Well, you can tell that Ciaran had 2 very good gambling days in a row because he's ready to give it all back. It's not the trifecta show. This is not the triple trifecta trouble show. Real quick though, Ciaran, with the 2 on top, the favorite combo in the trifecta is 2 with 9 with 10, and that's paying 45 for 2. So that's an underlay. I mean, Peter Miller doesn't win.
Yeah, he's ice cold. I mean, the jockey is one we've said to watch, but yeah.
I would let that
Miller,
tape
all day.
Have to work out a trip from out there.
Correct. That's what I was thinking too.
You don't want to throw your buddy. You don't want to throw your buddy Hector Barrios in on the 4.
Say again, Larry. I'm sorry, I was talking over you.
Throw in the 4, Hector Barrios, end your weekend.
Hattie is just so cold.
I think that horse is sneaky, Larry. I actually made that horse a B.
What's that?
I liked that horse last time, and the horse just had no chance. Disaster of the trip.
Paying the daily double. I added it on my daily double ticket just because the jockey trainer combo.
Yeah, I actually had that horse as an A last time, and at the same level and distance, the horse was 7 to 2. What are you getting today? 8
What's
to
the
1.
double pay?
Yeah. I'm going to sit chilly with what I have. I mean, I'd be very happy if I cashed a ticket because I had nothing on that 10 horse. That 10 knocked me out of everything. Came back in the double, great, but if the 2 wins, we're not looking at that much of a profit. But if the 7 wins, I mean, that could be nice if the 7 wins.
So what are we looking at will pays on the double 31? What did you end up doing that ticket for, Frank?
I took a screenshot. Hold on 1 second. Real quick, though, on the all-turf pick 3, thank you, RDW. The 5 horse is paying 10 dimes. I hope you have it because we don't. Let me see here. I spent $60. Do you want me to share the screen so you can take a picture, or you want me to just tell you?
Just tell me.
You don't care.
Winning ticket.
$5 double, 3, 4, 5 with 2. $5 double, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 with 7, and then $15 8, 2. So we're alive to the 8. I'm sorry, we're alive to the 2 3 times. We're alive to the 7 once. So that's it. But we spent $60.
No, profit, which is what it's about.
Still 10 minutes to post here. What else you got? What else you got, Larry? You said you have humidity in your double, the 4 horse?
Yeah. $5 double.
Yeah, let me see what. I don't think we.
It pays $195. I looked it up.
Okay, yeah, $195. That's good. Let me see if there's anyone who took sneaky money in there. I mean, the 2 is a significant favorite in the double, Ciaran. 31
Double
bucks
pick,
to 127. Yeah.
pick 3 as well.
How about the
Yeah,
pick
it's
5? 88 bucks for the pick 5. Next lowest is 259. I mean, this horse is hammered.
and it made sense. I mean, it's
Yeah,
well.
but
Why don't
go
so
ahead.
Frank? Can you hop on the trifecta tool and tell us what the lowest trifecta payout is with 2 in first place?
Yeah, I already did that. I think it's 2,910, but let me check now. So with the 2 on top, the favorite combo is 2 with 9 with 10, and it's 47 bucks for $2. And it's pretty strong. The next would be the 2 with the 9 with the 4. That's paying 67 for 2.
Yeah, because I was looking. If you did a try box 2 over all, it costs you $20. So you're saying the lowest pay is still a profit, correct?
Well, I said 47 with the 9,
Oh wait, no.
910. I'm just giving you the information. I have zero interest in playing any of these trifectas.
That's
I
probably
didn't
for
hit
the best.
on Friday.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You have money. You have money burning a hole in your pocket. How about
Yes.
this, Tariq? How are you, Tariq? Thanks for joining us. 2-9 exacta. 2, and who's the 9? Yeah. Ciaran, what are your notes on the 9? I think I know what your notes are going to say. You cannot bet Peter Miller until he proves you wrong, right?
I mean, I can't even bet him on dirt. You think I'm going to bet him on turf?
Yeah,
Like-
long on turf is like his worst category too.
And
7% in 223 starts. That's crazy.
and the other fade has been really like Andy Mathis. You just can't bet his horses right now.
Unbettable.
Like they just fade so badly right now.
Yeah. And again, I mean, Andy Mathis is a terrific trainer, but we talked about it. Maybe there's sometimes you get a bug in the barn, the horses get sick, change of seasons, whatever the case may be. Maybe he's just trying to run horses into condition because he's pointing to Del Mar. You know,
And you know that's a big thing because I mean he's one of the trainers for Little Red Feather Horse, and
Yep.
everyone points to that meet. Like the big races, you try to get your horses into shape for them when everyone's paying attention. Like you want to win there so you can get business elsewhere.
like remember when we first started doing the show, you wouldn't none of us would have touched Ciaran. He was like 4% on the year, and then all of a sudden he was like, now I have a plan. And then he's look at what he's doing. He got really hot at Del Mar Fall, and then look what he's doing this meet. He's like fantastic now. So you have to try and we always talk about this, Ciaran, right? You
Well, here, Frank.
time to get on a trend is
I'm
before
sorry.
it's a trend.
And then it's too late.
Oh yeah, and then it becomes too late if you're not on.
I was going to say we should have Larry. Tell us about his because he's a fellow LRF guy, but you hear about me and LRF. He should tell us about Adelphi. Give us a little background on those guys, the East Coast guys, shaking things up.
Yeah, no, they.
We still have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Matt Couture and Joe Migliori are pretty much the Adelphi team. Joe's the bloodstock agent, and they go out of these sales, and they offer a nice small markup compared to some other partnerships. They try to take advantage of the New York money up there. They use a variety of different trainers, but Miguel Clement gets a lot of their horses, and they'll run those horses in Florida in the winter, and now they're sending horses out to Los Angeles to Santa Anita. So it's been exciting, a lot of action. And Matt,
that's great. I didn't know Joe Migliori was part of that. I mean, his dad, Richard Migliori, was one of my favorite jockeys in New York for a very, very long time. So that's pretty good pedigree. And then of course Miguel Clement is the son of the late great Christophe Clement, who happened to be one of my favorite trainers back east. So that's a pretty good team they got put together.
Yeah, and they put you up. If you go to Saratoga, they've got a nice little suite. Ciaran would love it because they'll buy you as many cocktails as you want. But they have a nice outfit. And Joe, he's very approachable. He'll sit and talk to you, talked about his dad. I was asking about all the injuries and what it was like growing up as a kid around him, and how he picks horses and what's he think of dams that have never won when you're buying a $300,000 horse. It was really an interesting conversation. Great bunch of people. And again, between Little Red Feather and Delphi, the communications that these two outfits provide are off the charts.
That's what I was going to say. I think a lot of owners get frustrated because they're spending all this money, but they don't know what's going on. And I'm not blaming trainers for not being good communicators because they're horsemen. They communicate with the horses, right? So it's nice to have a syndicate, where you have Billy and Gary communicate, keep everybody in the loop, and then same thing with what Adelphi is doing. Having Joe Migliori's opinion has to be extremely valuable because, he grew up like at the racetrack. His dad, like I said, is one of my favorite jockeys, and he's super knowledgeable. So that's great that Joe's part of the team. And I've seen some clips with him either being interviewed on X or on maybe sometimes on the Naira, the Naira feed on Fox or whatever it is, America's Day at the Races. And yeah, extremely knowledgeable. And he knows the information that guys like us don't. Well, we're the gamblers. But if we hear a horse has an issue or whatever, you need somebody to explain it to us like we're 3 years old, right?
Exactly. And the level of people in these partnerships are newbies to experts, and the camaraderie in these. It's just a fun. It's tough to make money with them, but I had one that just sold ice cream Uscream for $1.5 million, and that paid for about all my Little Red Feather horses that weren't any good.
Grade 1 winner, right? Del Mar Oaks.
I shut down the pamplemousse that night. That was awesome. I would.
Remember, you almost weren't going to come because I think you had a golf trip or something, and I was like, Larry, I'm not looking to convince you, but I'm just going to say, owners don't have many chances to win a grade 1, especially at Del Mar. Do you know that Del Mar Oaks is the only turf grade 1 at Del Mar?
No, no.
Only one. And
yeah.
She was a monster. She was gonna win, and you're like, you know what? You're right. And you came out and she won, and that was it.
When you have a trainer in Sam Houston, been in the sport 40 years on the Texas-Oklahoma circuit, say that he hasn't even won a grade 2, and to sit there and say that you won a grade 1, there's only like 12 of them, I think, in the United States. It's a check the box moment. Hey, I'm just gonna tell you real quick how I hedged here, just so you know.
Yeah.
I played like $10 to win on the 3. 10 to win on the 5. It was like $30 to win on the 8, and like $25 to win on the 11. And that pretty much make me break even if I lost any of these. That's just how I did.
Do you do that all yourself? Because I know Amwager and maybe some other places have a Dutch or a hedging tool that you could use that would really help you out. But I think you got the math brain, so you probably figured the numbers out yourself.
Yeah, I just figured it out in my head.
Yeah. But I know some players who use that Dutching tool where you can put in an amount and give them the horses, and they'll scan the tote and tell you exactly what you need to bet on each horse to hit your target number. It's really interesting.
Like I said, I just think you put all this brain power into it. These aren't big numbers. I probably shouldn't have hedged it, but
yeah,
I just hate saying I'm $400 or $500 stuck, and I could have got it back just with a $50, $70, $50, $100 a hedge.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, hedging is situational. It's like, if you think it's an easy way to get your money back, break even, maybe make a little profit because of how your day went, nothing wrong with that. If you're looking at stacks and you don't have horses that can really mess things up, it's worth it too. But they're going into the gate, so we're gonna duck out. Okay. Larry, thank you so much for joining us. Really means a lot, all the support you give us.
The 7 wins, we're going to the pamplemousse on me.
There we go.
I don't know what to do. I mean, every race, the nightcap, I have the second place horse.
The two looked loaded, but of
Loaded!
course, Mullins is now challenging Papa for if he enters a three-legged horse, you bet it. Like,
I mean, this is not Mullins' jam, and it's so hard to win from the 11 hole. I mean, this horse.
And rocketed. Like, what a kick.
This horse is either a stakes horse or that's the worst field you've ever seen because I mean, she destroyed them.
Yeah. I mean, I thought we were home with the two. Nope. No soup for us.
Dude, I'm a jinx. I'm a mush right now. I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to Terry Sage me. I'm going to have to go light a candle. What else? What else can I do? The luck of the Irish. What should I do?
Well, if Maggles McGee couldn't win, I don't know, Frank. I don't know what to say.
I mean, I'm looking at the formulator notes. One for the last 22 with first-time starters.
Yeah.
No North American first-time starters.
The 11th post. I'm okay with that horse beating me. I would never have it. Even if I was someone who had a long nose, I would never have that horse. Never.
Please, anyone out there in the DTL crew, enlighten us. I mean, other than Ciaran on that other firster and Mullet, like that's really all I could see. and I don't want to spend every race just betting trainers. Oh, first-time starters get me. That is so frustrating. Wow, second again. I don't think anybody had the pick 6. We'll have to look. Yeah, Scurvy Tooth. I mean, we all feel the pain here. Unbelievable.
Well, there's one big bonus, Frank. We'll be back on Friday to fire away again.
You know what, Ciaran? Once again, somebody wins on the show. LD, the king of the hedge. You're king of the lawn. He's king of the hedge. What am I? I'm king of the drain pipe.
Well, I'm going to lose power. I'm going to lose power again, so I'll let you lead us out, Frank. But thanks for watching, everyone.
Great job, Ciaran. Look at the dedication. Have fun at the game tonight. Tell Shannon we said hi. And go Phoenix! All right, good night. Ciaran, good night. I'm going to take everybody out. Woo! Oh, did Charlie have this? Oh, my one all-turf pick 3 hit. I'll look for that. I don't want to sign off until I look for that, though. If anyone else has the all-turf payouts handy here, our man Charlie. Wow. Good for you, Charlie. While I'm looking, if you want to just, share what little angle you had on the horse or why you liked or included the horse, whatever the case may be. Let's see. Is it official yet? Okay, the $3. Okay, $3 all-turf pick 3 to the 11, 1700. Congratulations, Charlie. Outstanding job. Wow. Well, good for LD. He gets out on the day, makes a little money. And right here, Charlie, 1700. Thanks again, DTL Crew. Before I let you go, I'm just going to look at the pools. I think the all-turf pool was a little low. No, it was great. 127,000. Oh, man. Wow. Great work there, DTL Crew. Let me go back to Santa just to see what we got cooking here. I caught a glance of the pools earlier, and they looked very good. But let's see. Let's see the damage we're doing. Double pool today, $228. Pick 3, $287. Outstanding. And yes, there is a pick 6 carryover for Friday. So we have a lot of work to do. For those who had the double, 300 to the 11, 303. For those who had the pick 3, 1587. How about this? To those who had the pick 4, $5. Ugh, I'd be very disappointed with that. And then the pick, but no offense to anyone who had it, good for you. And then the pick 5, 2,600. Pick 6 pays 1,200 and a carryover. All right, DTL Crew. Real quick here. Good SC3 Pete, 1,700. Nice hit, Charlie. Our guys are sharp. Stephen D. Till Friday. Good night. Actually, I meant to read this one. Tony V. Mullins is on fire. Yeah. I mean, that's the only reason you would probably include that horse. Or maybe you saw the workouts and so good for you. That's first-time starters are not my jam, and I've been burned plenty of times. It's Mullins' world, and we just live in it. That's absolutely right. Till Friday night, SC3P. See you all. Brooklyn John, remember to send me a message if you want Venmo or if you want to settle that $10 that I lost on the Aggies, Terry. Anyway, gig 'em. All right, let's get out of here. Good luck, everybody. Good night. Get out, get up, get paid. Let's make some money. May you win all your photos.
Support, they hit me with that low takeout. Now I'm feeling kind of sport. 15%, bro, that's basically free money. I'm about to turn $11 into a yacht by Monday. Low takeout, best. Cha-ching. Double trouble, I'm doing this thing. My pocket's doing the running, man. Low takeout, best. What? Bookies crying in the can. Low turf, I might start photosynthesize. Santa Anita, low takeout, got me acting unwise. Told my wife, babe, I'm rich, now she want alimony twice. Double trouble on the mic, we causing a scene. Low takeout, let's all turf and retirement dream. If we hit this pick 3, tell the valet keep the change. We're reading lobster tonight on a $12 range. Boom! Thank you, Santa Anita, good night.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe to Double Trouble Live on YouTube. Get out, get up, get paid.